Hello, and welcome to an introduction to Summit version 8.2.0. One of the things we wanted to discuss in this update is a change in what is supported in Stratus. After this update, a user will only be able to collect operations of tile point and tile line. A user will still be able to collect field boundaries. Another feature we've added for users is the ability to export recommendations from the Maps section while you're looking at the recommendations. Selected recommendations are included in an export instance in a pop-up. The data types that were selected in Maps are now selected for you as you progress through the wizard. Previously selected items are remembered for you. Once we select the recommendations, we scroll the list of eligible recommendations and check the items for you. From this screen, you can add or remove recommendations. The rest of the export behaves as elsewhere in the application, with the exception that we've added a new report that is available during export. This report is also available elsewhere in the application when making a recommendation export. This report is more focused on a tender truck and/or applicator. In this report, we see a nice large picture of a field boundary, field, area, location, tabular summary of products included for this field, and a thumbnail of the rate distribution across a field for a product. In the spirit of providing more visibility into data collected for a crop establishment and inputs operation, otherwise known as CEI, we have made a determination to display the values of the data collected. For example, if planting data is collected, we say planting. If crop protection data was collected, a herbicide, a rate, and a units is collected, we say crop protection. If both were collected in the same operation, we will display both. Here's another example. In one operation, only planting was collected. In another operation, planting and fertilizer were collected. Another item we've introduced here is we've removed rejected and empty connections from your AgX connections. If a field is not being shared or if the connection has been rejected, that connection is no longer visible in the home view or in the new field prompt. In order for a user to help work with support staff, we've made it simpler for a user to supply log data to support staff. To access, visit the SST Summit Info tab and click View Error Log. Click the email button and all relevant logs will be zipped up and attached to your default mail client and sent to support. Thank you, and that concludes the introduction to Summit version 8.2.0.